Hi, and welcome back to the 8-bit Retro Refix. My name's Steve, and on this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to recover an Xbox 360 with a bad Nand flash. So previously, I showed you a video of how to do the bad update RGH with the two wires. But what happens if you do something wrong in Jungle Flasher, and that flash is wrong, and you put it on the console, and the console's dead? Then what do you do? Right, so we've got us bricked Xbox 360. So you're at the stage here now where I've stripped it down. I didn't want to show you doing all that again. But the only way, if you've done a bad update and tried to flash the Nand and it's gone wrong, you've done something in JRunner or you've not clicked on something correctly and you've flashed your Nand back over it, you've flipped your board over, you've stuck your wires in it and it doesn't work. So you're stuck. You can't get it to boot to be able to use that bad update to be able to reflash the original Nand. So it's bricked. So you can't do anything at all. So the only way possible that you can do this now is down at hardware level. So as you can see here, I've soldered some wires onto this board. It'll become apparent as to why in a minute. The only way to do this now is you need some form of flashing tool to be able to write to the Nand. So this is a Trinity 16 megabyte Nand. Have a look on RGH3 website. Just Google RGH3. It'll take you straight there. It'll show you all this where to solder the wires to on each different revision of motherboards. But on this one, we're on a Trinity 16 meg. We've bricked it so it doesn't boot anymore. We've got us wires installed. So there's only option to be able to write this Nand now is to either go out on eBay and look for something like that, which is a Nand X, which I do believe that they're anything now from around about 80 to 120 pounds to be able to get hold of one of these Nand X's. They're not made anymore. Or your other alternative is to look for a JRunner. These are not too bad. I think they're about 20-25 pounds or something like that. And then you can use it for flashing and that as well. But the cheapest option would be the Pico Pi. So if you go and buy one of these Pico Pis, these are not expensive at all. They're anything between about £5 and £8, especially the ones that don't have Wi-Fi. And for this job, we don't need Wi-Fi. And you can use it for other things afterwards, unlike the other ones that are just dedicated to the 360. So, what do we do with one of these? Right, well, if you buy one of these, and you buy your Dupont cables, and you get hold of your shrink wrap, and all I've done, if you can see there, I'll try and zoom it in a bit more, is I've cut some resistor legs off, soldered it onto the wires, and shrink wrapped it around there just so I get a better connection when I'm on the board. It's easier to play with rather than silly bits of wire and them spreading out, or etc. and stuff like that. So that's what I've done for that. So all you need to do is buy one of them, go to the GitHub page. I will leave a link in the description. All you do is download the file that you need. You plug it in, you press that button and you plug it in. I'll show you again. You press that button and then you plug it in and a blank window pops up on your PC. You set the file that's on your desktop that you've downloaded, drop it into that window, it'll disconnect and it's done. It's as simple as that. Then what you've got to do, you've got to make your wires up. You'll see why there are specific colours shortly. And then attach it to your Pico. All right. So let's have a quick look on the RGH website. So here we are on the RGH website, and if we scroll down, we've got all sorts of different things. Look, this is going on about Corona. We're not interested in Corona. You've got your Nand points there. Look for your fat Xboxes. So you've got two up there, and the other one's down there. your Trinity, which we're doing, if these pages load up, which go there, and the Pico flasher didn't. I'll show you pictures of that later on. And if you're doing a Corona, there's your points there, but you to make sure that them resistors are in place. You can just bridge them if you need to. It's no problem. And they're your Corona points as well. So we've got to decide what we're doing. So if we're using a Pico flasher, we can navigate to the GitHub page here on the RGH3 website, and we can just click into that. Download that file there. So that's downloaded, and then you just put that file straight into the Pico when you press that button that I just showed you. Okay, so we've got that now. So all we would do now is, because I've done these in colour order, we would just take as orange and plug that into pin 7. We take as brown, put it into pin 6. Yellow goes into pin 5. So you can see now we've got that Pico set up. That's it. And you solder your wires down to them points on there. What I would suggest to do is I would just scrape away a little bit at the top of here and put some solder blobs on. When you make the cables, just put a bit of solder on the end of the cables, just pre-tin them, and then it should just connect up really easily. JRunner. Now, you've done it before, so you have actually downloaded the Nand files from your original dump that you did from your bad flash, so you should still have them. So you should be able to load the source files up. The Nand dump 1, open. Load the extra one, dump 2, open. We can check if these are the same, and they are the same. So we did all that skippy process before, didn't we? Where you just read your Nands and then you created that and banged it in. But what you did is you probably made a mistake over here, where you have to make sure glitch 2 is selected and RGH 3. You can then go ahead and create the XEX build, which has done that. So that should now be there. And now you're ready to flash back across to your console to unbrick it, really. So that's all you needed to have set, guys, is just glitch 2 and RGH3 there. And make sure your console type's set correctly and you've got the correct kernel there. There is lots of other things you can go into up here, but I'm not going to go into that in this video. There is quite a lot of options and patches and stuff you can do, and you can buy all this stuff straight from PCBWay, and that's thank you to our sponsors. You can buy all this gear. You can buy the shrink wrap that you need, the DuPont cables. You can buy the Pico Pi and everything. So with that, here's a word from our sponsors. Big thank you to our sponsors of the channel, PCBWay. If you are enjoying these videos and you'd like to make things yourself, or you already are making things, then get yourself over to PCBWay. They do everything from PCB prototypes to PCB assembly to flexible PCBs, HDI, CNC machining and 3D printing. They also do a lot of things in the shared projects. So if you have a look in there, there is a plethora of things that you can actually purchase and use yourself. If you're wanting something from the Commodore 64 to the Spectrum to the Apple, everything's in there that you could possibly ever want. So get yourself down to PCBWay. You get 5 PCBs for $5 and that's a bargain. So yeah, that's probably where you went wrong. So you just make sure that your kernel's set correctly and your Trinity board set correctly. And you've got glitch 2 and RGH3 as well. These other things up the top of here, which you could actually play with, but it's more for messing about, for changing KVs, patching other things in, so you know you can boot your own dashboard straight away and things like that. You can play around a lot, but that one more for when we were back in the day, when we was changing dashboard versions all the time. So we didn't need to do that anymore. So we've got his update build that's finished, and we've got it preloaded in here, so that's all good. We should be okay now, so we can use the Pico flasher to be able to flash right that Nand now. So to be able to do that, what you need to do is plug in your console, now do not turn it on. I don't know whether it applies with the Pico, but it certainly applies with the Nand X. It'll blow your Nand X to bits. I don't know whether it'll do it with the JRunner, but I would imagine it would. Just never power it on while you've got something plugged in. I even disconnected this when I powered the console on. I unplug it. So what we need to do now is just plug that Pico in. Now sometimes it doesn't show you. It doesn't come up with console not found, it keeps saying. So it might do it this time, so I might have to unplug it and plug it in again. But you can see there that it's found the Pico flasher. So now we can just do right Nand. And you see down there, look, it console not found. Why ain't the console not found? I don't bloody know. Oh, I do, because the power supply is not switched on. So we've now got power. So we'll try that again. So we're going to write that Nand, and it'll probably say the same thing, or I could be proved wrong. Yep, you see, can't find it. So you literally have to unplug, plug it back in, and try again. Right Nand. Now you can see that that's right in the Nand back across to the console. There you go, we've done. So that didn't take long, probably about a minute or something like that. I just fast forwarded it through for you so you didn't have to wait. So once we've got to that stage, we're back here again, down to the console, and I'm going to unplug that now. You can buy one of these from eBay. They're not cheap. To take the X clamp off, it saves you scratching the board. Seriously, get yourself one if you're going to be doing your console. It's cost you about £3, or you risk with a screwdriver and destroy your motherboard. So you're better off just buying one of them. Will she boot? Let's try. Make sure the power's on. You ready? I'll try and get power button. It's a bit difficult. So you can see she's booted up. We're on the latest dashboard. There's your XCX menu that I installed onto the drive earlier. And you can see XCX menu that running there. So that's just bare bone, guys, at the moment. So thanks for watching. I hope you've got yourself out of the proverbial. And if you do enjoy these videos, please hit me subscribe and hit the notification bell for up and coming videos. PCBWay also even do the QSB boards. So all these things you can see here, all the QSB boards, the DuPont cables, the Pico Pi, all this I will leave a link in the description so you can get straight to them, straight off PCBWay. So also check in the description for the other lads for the YouTube Retro Repairers. So, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!